Again with another video of mine. You all know me. I'm Monalisa Joshi, the founder and director of Chrysanthemum Chronicles. It's a contemporary publishing house that I run from New Delhi, and today I'm making this video to give out another of my publishing tips, a video series that I had been doing for some time, where I have given out many other publishing tips, like whether you should get published from self-publisher or a traditional publisher, or how to face rejections, or do you suffer from FOMO in the world of writing, and many other such topics, and also how you can typeset your manuscript. So there are many topics that I've covered, and you can find all those in my earlier videos. And for that, you need to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you stay updated about all my upcoming videos, because I have a lot of content to bring in front of you, and I do this special editions excerpt reading series which I'm doing from the books that I have brought out from my publishing house. And you can see behind me there are 3 titles on display: Demigods Are Alive, Songs of a Mermaid, and Macabre Tales. And there's another which is in my inventory right now, To Frida with Love. So all these books are available through Amazon and Flipkart, and you can also get to the website and get to the book segment and find out more details about the books. And do grab one, because this is monsoon and you must enjoy one book, at least one of our books, reading it in the balcony while enjoying the rain with your hot cup of coffee or tea maybe. And I will wait to hear your feedback or reviews. Now, talking about feedback and reviews, there's a term called beta readers in the world of literature, where you get honest reviews and feedbacks for your unkempt, not unkempt, I would say, unedited manuscript or the raw draft, which you have to send to beta readers, and they read it for you and they give their honest feedback, and you get to change a lot from their point of perspective before your book takes the final shape and it hits the market. So today I'm going to talk about what are beta readers and how you can find them, and is it really wise to send your manuscript to beta readers. So let me first come to the topic that who are beta readers. Basically, they are people who love to read, and they give their honest feedback and comment or any kind of constructive criticism, I would say, if the book requires any kind of change or any kind of language that they feel is not going to work for the audience out there, for the potential audience for a specific genre. So they give their feedback, and they give it from an average point of view of a reader. So you get a lot from them, which you can fit into your manuscript by making some changements, by making some amendments. And when it comes to the market, the book becomes more polished because you already have feedback from the beta readers, because it has already been reviewed. And what you can do is, as a sign of gratitude, when your book comes out, you can present them with 1 copy or even 2, and you can show your thankfulness, because and you can also put a little of their comment or feedback on the cover page or on the back cover page also, or you can use it as your blurb as well, because they are always the honest feedback. So it works well, and it looks also good on the cover page if you get from some prominent personality. So beta readers are not like any ghost person or and something like that, as we use this term ghost writers, and many such terms are there. So these are not invisible people, they are visible, and there are community out there. There's a community out there of literary people who prefer to do beta reading, and they enjoy reading the books in their unedited and first stage, when they are just in their completely raw stage, and they read it for you, and they also point out many other things that you can change in the manuscript. Now, if you feel that you don't want to go exactly by their word, you can take their opinion, and accordingly you can make the amendments. It will make the book look more fine and more finer, and it will become more polished, and it will become absolutely flawless, because when you get a review, an honest feedback, it will only help you out to carve your book in a more better way. Because if you're a first time author, you're bringing out your book, it's always wise to get it beta read by some of the beta readers. Now, there's always this fear factor that is it really wise to send your manuscript to someone whom you don't know, because there are people who might be strangers to you. There's a community of beta readers who would do it happily for you, and they might be charging something to you as well. And you have to provide them with a timeline that you would love your book to be read within a month's period or maybe 2 months, and then you will ask them to send your manuscript back, and then you can start working on it, polishing it, and then you send it for editing. Because before, if you edit it and then beta readers suggest you some changes, you might have to go for some double hard work, because it has already been edited. Then you again have to adjust their feedbacks and comments and their perspectives, and then you again have to will again have to send it for editing. So it's always wise to send it in its first raw stage, and then you can send it for editing, and then you can start sending it to the publishing houses, and they have their editors who will happily edit your book for it, because it comes in the package itself. Even if it's a self-publishing mode, or even if it's a traditional publishing mode, you get the editing done. Now, coming to the point that where you will find the beta readers, well, exactly from my point of view, I would like to share my insight on it, that it is always good that you share your manuscript or your first book proposal, second, third, maybe only with the group of your writer friends. They will happily beta read for you. They are not any different kind of any other people who are doing only this job. Beta readers are exactly the people who are also maybe writing, who are also maybe the readers, or many other, they might be doing in many other profession, but then in your circle. So you can trust them, and you can send your drafts to them. You can send it to 3 4 people um, in one go, and then you can get feedback from them, and then you can work on your manuscript. You can change it the way they feel that the readers would accept your manuscript, how much potential it has. And if you feel that your manuscript is somewhere not falling into the genre where you will find a beta reader who would read it, then you can search for them. There's always internet that comes to the rescue. There, you can Google them. There's all. I think there must be a community of beta readers, because I've seen on Instagram as well. There are people who love, happily take books for beta reading, and they also take some charges. I'm not aware about the charges, so I'm sorry I won't be able to help you here. But it's always good that you get it done by your group of writer friends, or your group of reader friends, or even who is not a writer, who's an average reader, or maybe a normal person coming from many different walks of life. They can also give something that might be useful for you. So these people can beta it for you. And if you are getting it done from some prominent personality, from some media person, from some any person who is related with something that will make your book even shine brighter, so that feedback or their comment you can put on the cover page, on the top of it, or maybe on the back page, as you can use it as a blurb. So these are the people who would be happily doing beta reading for you. So beta reading is not an alien term these days. It is getting done by many people who even they are writer themselves, but they also love to read, and you can send them your work without any fear. The major fear is that your manuscript might get stolen if you send it to someone stranger. So I cannot assure anything about this, because I'm a publisher now, so I don't have any idea that whether this thing happens or not. But it might get stolen. You never know. So it's always good to go with people of all, then try connecting with some writers, slowly build a community, or maybe become part of that community. Have your faith in them, and let their faith in you. When you feel that it's perfect, it's the perfect time, you can give your manuscript. You go ahead and give them for beta reading, and when your book is coming out, you can always give them a copy by showing your gratitude. So beta reading is something that helps your book become more polished, more fine-tuned, and it comes out as a good book with good editing done to it, with good feedback, positive feedback, genre specific feedback on your book. So don't be afraid. You can go ahead and get your book read by beta readers. They are always a good help. I'm also ready with my first draft, my raw draft of my novel, and I'm soon going to send it to beta readers. And I'm really blessed to have many good writers in my circle. And if you want to be part of our group, it's a huge community now. So 1K plus members are there who are all writers. You can join the Facebook page of Chrysanthemum Chronicles. And if you wish to get your book, your draft, read by some of our writers, they would be happily doing it for you, because I feel that it's a beautiful community, Chrysanthemum Chronicles, that has bloomed into a beautiful place where each writer is supporting each other, and we are also, as publishing house, publishing their books. So you never know, maybe your book or your draft gets published by our publishing house as well. And if you want your book to be beta read by some of our editors, you can also send it to editorialmagazinecc@gmail.com. The mail ID is in description. If you want to get published from my publishing house, you can connect with me through with the same mail ID, or you can go to the website, subscribe to the mailing list, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. And also keep writing, and don't be fearful about sending your work to beta readers. It's always safe if you are sending it in your circle of readers who would appreciate your work and who would give you honest feedback. So I will look forward to some great manuscripts and book proposals, and I would be happy to publish them as well if I find them good enough. So with this, I would like to end my video, and for more publishing tips, I would be coming back again with more videos. For that, you have to subscribe to my channel. The link is in description. You can hit that bell icon and do subscribe and spread the word, because as a publisher, I am trying to help out as many writers I can, and I would be so happy to publish many other unheard voices, and I would be totally overwhelmed to even read your work. So bye all, take care, have a great day.